Defending to put a stop to the chance. Still looking to get the shot on. And there it is. Oh, in for the chance. And that's the hat-trick. Lombardi. Key. In for the chance. And a touch of finesse. See what happens next. Couldn't keep it. And they create some opportunity it is. Still a chance. Mathieu. Key. Real chance. Key. Lovely incisive pass. Still passing it around with authority. In search of space. Oh, Key on the ball. And nicely struck.
What's up, guys? This is Lesky, and today we're going to be looking at this Johan Cruyff center forward build. I don't have very many center forward, left forward, or right forward builds on my channel. I think I only have a few, so this will just be another one added to the collection. So let's get started. Take a look at the height and weight. For this build, I decided to go 5'10". He's listed at 5'11" on FIFA, so I just went an inch shorter, and mostly this is because of the pace. He's pretty quick on all of his cards on Ultimate Team, and center forwards are not fast this year like they were last year. Strikers are a lot faster, and center forwards get a pace downgrade while getting some upgrades in shooting, a little bit of upgrades in passing, and I think some upgrades in like ball control and dribbling. So I decided to go 5'10" and not go like 5'11" or 6 foot. And then for the weight, he has like a lean body type, so I decided to go for the minimum weight section, which is 119 pounds. You can also go 99 pounds, and that'll also get us a max pace for a 5'10" center forward. So 5'10", 119 pounds for the height and weight. And then he is righty, even though he has 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. So that's why this build is right-footed. Let's take a look at the perks. I went for active first touch as the first perk on this build. As I mentioned, center forwards are not very fast this year. We have 90 pace on this build, and all of his cards on Ultimate Team are a little bit faster than what we have on this build. So active first touch will boost the acceleration and sprint speed when running onto a through ball, or when we get a ball played to our feet and we try and dribble out of that, it'll kick in there. It'll also increase the ball control and give us the flare trait, so you can do like fancy one-time passes, touches, flicks. It only works on like your first couple touches, but that doesn't matter because we also have skilled dribbler, which gives you the permanent flare trait, and he has the flare trait on FIFA, so that's perfect. But this will increase the dribbling attribute on the build. We have like 90 dribbling with the skilled dribbler. Depending on how much it actually upgrades the dribbling stat, we'll probably have like 99 or high 90s in dribbling, which is pretty cool. So the dribbling is actually nice on this build. And then for the third perk, I decided to go for threaded pass. He has good passing stats on his cards, and I didn't go for much upgrades on the passing page on the skill tree. We just couldn't. We had to spread those skill points around, mostly because we needed to get some pace and then get the 5-star weak foot and 5-star skills, which costs quite a bit of skill points. So I wanted to add a passing perk. So I went for threaded pass to increase the vision. His vision is like one of the highest stats on his cards, and this will help with through balls. It's kind of an overlap with the 5-star weak foot. That's not too big of a deal though. It'll also grant you the flare trait for through ball passes, which doesn't matter since we already have skilled dribbler. But it'll give you that swerve trait on through balls, which is very nice. Adds bend and curve to the passes. Leads your attacker, whoever you're trying to play it to, nicely, and kind of avoids defenders. It's a very underrated trait in FIFA. You could also go for like precision pass or like assist streak if you want. Or if you didn't want to go for a passing perk, I think a good option would maybe be distance shooter. Tireless runner is what I was thinking. The stamina is pretty bad on center forwards. It's like low 70s. So if you want, you could take out like skill dribbler. I would definitely keep active first touch. You could take out skill dribbler or threaded pass for tireless runner, and that could be a good option. So let's take a look at the skill tree now. Compared to strikers, center forwards have pretty weak physical attributes, which isn't too bad for a Cruyff build. He has 66 strength on his lowest rated card, and we have 60. It's not going to be much of a difference. If you want, you could go for the physical strength perk on this build, but I don't think that's like a great option. So on this page, I went for the strength and then the stamina, and then more stamina, and this +4 reactions to get it to 90 reactions, which is actually pretty nice. And as I said, the stamina is pretty low. It's only 73. So if you wanted to go for the tireless runner perk, it could make a big difference towards the end of the games, especially if you like to run back on defense and help your team and really use up that stamina. I didn't run into much problems with it because I stayed up top every time we were on defense and we didn't have the ball, kind of just waiting for the counterattack to start the offense. So I didn't have too much problems and it wasn't that big of a deal. And then the jumping, we actually have more jumping than his lowest rated card. He has 64 jumping. His physical stats are not that great, so it's really not too big of a deal that our physical attributes aren't amazing either. Onto the dribbling page. So I had to go for the 5-star skills here, and what I did on the left side is just went down to this dribbling, got the skill moves, and then got this ball control, this +2 ball control for 1 skill point. And then going to the right side, we're going to get everything here except for this second section of the balance. It's just way too much skill points to get that extra balance, and we don't need it. So this will get us the 5-star skills. Gonna get the Lynx archetype and this agility right here to max out the agility. On his 89 rated card, he has 95 agility and 78 balance. We can't get the agility any higher, so that's kind of unfortunate, but you don't really notice it, like not in the 90s or anything. It actually still feels good on the ball. Ball control and dribbling are pretty high, especially since we have that skilled dribbler to bump up the dribbling stat even more, as well as the active first touch, which increases the ball control. And then he has 78 balance compared to our 79, so we have +1 balance compared to him. And the dribbling stats are actually pretty good for a center forward build. Onto the passing page. I would have loved to go for more passing upgrades on this Cruyff build, but it's just not possible with all the other stuff that we had to get on this build. So I just went for that passing perk, the threaded pass perk, which will help increase the vision and help with the through balls. And you can actually get some assist with this build because of that perk. It's quite nice. You kind of play like a false 9 if you're going to play up top. Drop into the midfield, get the ball, turn, maybe do like a skill on someone, create some space, then hit your wingers wide or your other striker up top with you, or like a cam or a midfielder running in behind. And it can actually be pretty deadly. So I just have 1 skill point here, and it is this +2 short pass to get it to 83. All of his passing stats are better, but as I said, we just couldn't really go for any upgrades, so we basically just have the base passing stats for a center forward other than the short pass. And that's one thing I don't really like, is that center forwards don't really have that much better passing than strikers. I think like the main difference is the long pass, but other than that, it's pretty much the same, which is kind of dumb in my opinion. I feel like it should have more of a difference in the passing stats, especially considering that they get a big pace downgrade. The dribbling's not much better, and then the physicals are quite a bit lower as well. So let's go to shooting. I had to go for the 5-star weak foot on this build, and what we're going to do on the left side is just go all the way down to the weak foot for a total of 11 skill points. We're going to get some free kick accuracy and shot power upgrades along with it. And then on the right side, we're going to get this weak foot, some more shot power, and then we're going to get long shots and then finishing and volleys right here. Luckily, center forwards have a little bit better shooting stats compared to strikers other than heading accuracy. So the finishing is 93, long shots 92, volleys 91, and then shot power is 80. He has 80 shot power on his lowest rated card, and then he's got 90 volleys, 88 long shots. So we have 1 more volleys, 4 more long shots. What else? And then he has 89 finishing. We have 93 finishing. I bet if we look at one of his higher rated cards, our shooting stats would match a little bit more other than shot power. Like his 91 rated card, he has 91 finishing, 82 shot power, 90 long shots, 92 volleys. So the shooting stats are actually pretty accurate and very good for pro clubs, to be honest. And then we have that 5-star weak foot. That's the main thing. So it does not matter what foot you shoot the ball with. He does have the outside foot shot trait this year on FIFA. We don't have anything that actually can trigger that. Unless you go like distance shooter on this build, you could actually make quite a bit of long shots. That could be a decent option. So let's take a look at the pace page. As I said, center forwards are not very fast this year compared to strikers. We had the max pace for a 5'10", 119-pound center forward, and it is exactly 90 acceleration and 90 sprint speed. But that's why I put the active first touch perk to boost the pace up even more in certain situations. Looking at his lowest rated card, he has 94 acceleration and 90 sprint speed. And then I think his slowest card, which is his 91 rated card, is 93 acceleration and 89 sprint speed. And that's the same for his 94. So we're pretty much matching the sprint speed. We just don't have that much acceleration, which kind of sucks that we can't get it higher, but we can't do anything about it if we're going to make this build a center forward. So that's going to complete this Johan Cruyff center forward build. It's actually very good with the 5-star weak foot, 5-star skills. Got some decent pace. Dribbling stats are nice. The shooting is great. And then that threaded pass perk you can actually get some assists with. So give it a try. Let me know how you think of it in the comments. Hit that like button on this video for me. And then hit that subscribe button on my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. And peace out.